Boom. Hey guys, welcome to Podtendo's Ultimate Tier Ranking List. We're ranking every game we've ever played into this big, massive list. Oh, if you could only see what's not on the video. It's a scary world of pop-up ads that I can't click out of all the way because I can't see the whole screen. It's good times. Welcome, I'm Mick. I'm joined by
Tyson.
And we're Podtendo. So, I know it looks like a static image, but watch this.
Yes.
Crazy.
You can get a preview of all the whole list, because my goodness, this thing has become quite the monster.
Yeah, I know, and it's only gonna, because we only play maybe 12 games a year, we're not adding too much, but yeah, it is just getting kind of ridiculous. And in theory, I should probably maybe change the size of my window. That would probably help. Oh well, we'll just fight with it today. Cool. So today we're looking at Alien 3. We probably listen to our podcast sometime this week. I think I'm releasing this on the Saturday after Halloween. So on Halloween, you could have listened to our podcast, but now that it's November 4th, you get to listen to us talk about this game. It's pretty exciting. So maybe you don't listen to the podcast, but you're like, oh man, Alien 3, how does it rank? I think we have to do a 5 to 10 minute little review, put it somewhere on the board. What's your quick review of Alien 3? But not too quick, because we probably need 3.5 more minutes of content.
Fair enough. Well, I can kind of chat about this game because I think it's interesting. It's got the right aesthetic, got the right sound, got that right semi feel to it, and then you start playing it and you realize that the controls are kind of bad and the levels are laid out kind of bad, and it's kind of got a stupid timer, and the aliens pop up way too quickly to a point where some of the later ports even slow down the game.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Can we do this a bit more surgically instead of just talking graphics wise? If we're going to do graphics, how does the graphics of Aliens 3 kind of hold up?
I think it looks really good for a Sega game or Super Nintendo game. Xenomorphs look pretty interesting. Ripley's kind of leaves a lot to the imagination, but
yeah,
the weapons look very beautiful.
Weapon design's great. Sprite design on Aliens, awesome. Everything else is super generic. There's 4 different areas that are just copy and pasted over 15 generic levels.
Yeah. With the timer.
So in terms of gameplay, so that's where we get to the gameplay. It doesn't do anything great. It has a lot of flaws. Like Tyson mentioned, there's a timer, which is fine. Games with timers are great. You probably need to give me a clear path. You need to not have things I know I ranted a little bit about dead ends. Dead ends without rewards. I don't want to play your game, right? You're taking away the reason I'm playing this game is to have fun. And you've taken that away from me because why, right? So in terms of that gameplay, timer does not work. It's kind of a little bit too archaic, to be perfectly honest with you. And just, yeah.
Yeah. And you made an interesting point where you're it kind of falls somewhere in the middle of Metroid and Contra, where it's not so run and gun, but it's trying to be run and gun. And it's not so slow and methodical that you can kind of be and it's not linked together where it could have been had they gone more of a direction of a Metroid.
No, what I was saying was they should have picked a path, right? To do the Metroid, do the slow, methodical, open world that's very well thought out, or do the over the top Contra. They kind of went where you're running and gunning and it's fun and you get cool power ups and it's a joy to play. And you're wow, awesome. What does this game have going for it? The sound design is exceptional. It's immaculate. It stays with you for years and years and years, and it's been haunting me for 26 years, those damn sounds of this game. Oh boy. The guns, such a wide arsenal. So fun to play with all these guns. They sound great. But it just, I don't know.
After 5-10 minutes, it's lost all.
It kind of loses the script somewhere. Yeah, essentially, that's what happens, right? The script gets lost somewhere. It's, I don't know, it's okay. If you liked Contra, which it's very similar to an Alien, that universe, you like those movies, yeah, check this out. Otherwise, Tyson even said in the podcast, we know which category it's going into. We just got to figure out where in this list does it fit. So, Tyson, why don't you spoil it? Where does this game belong?
I think it's okay, but skippable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those games where unless you have a major love of aliens or you are like super in love with 2D side scrollers and like
Hmm.
arcade kind of adventure games and stuff like that, you could probably just skip this game entirely.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it here.
Yeah.
There's the Contra games. We kind of have them all in a row, right there. Alien probably belongs. I don't think it's as fun as Contra, so I'm just gonna say that it has to be worse than Contra. So that's our starting point. So logically, is that where it belongs, or is Alien 3 worse than Yoshi Safari, Mystical Ninja, Battletoads, etc.? Where do you think this falls?
Um, because I mean, there is even we even threw Star Fox in here. I think also just because we were like, it's kind of frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I'm fine with it because Yoshi Safari is kind of unless you have a like it's set up
But
where you
it's
can click on
fun.
the mouse. It is fun.
It could be fun. Like I
And
would say the
Mystical
only thing I
Ninja
would
is a little bit more enjoyable than this. I would say.
what's Mystical Ninja?
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
like
one that-
I'd be fine to do that. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I would rather play Aliens 3 than Battletoads for sure.
Yeah, yeah. That's just kind of where I'm at. I'm like, it's not better than Contra, obviously, because it's a clone. It's a worse version of it. And then I'm going through and I'm like, but it's better than Golden Sun. I'd rather play this than Golden Sun. And then I kind of played the game and I was like, I think right above Battletoads is kind of where it belongs.
Yeah, and I'd definitely play this over Sarge's Heroes any day.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this category, we're gonna have an overflow here pretty soon, so I'll have to
Yeah.
like
That might be a
reorganize.
category that we end up just dropping entirely because it's like,
But it'd be like really sweet actually. Maybe I should have played around where I should like make my screen wider to see if that gives us like more columns. Like maybe
okay.
because like I also have enough room that I could potentially have like if we were talking on Skype, I could have our faces on my screen because
True.
my Chrome page has kind of been set up for other things that I do on my computer. So
Fair enough.
maybe,
Fair enough.
maybe we'll try that
we'll,
next time. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll mess around with it.
Okay, cool. But Alien 3, you are a skippable experience. So I'm glad you guys listened to our show today where we told you basically this game was skippable.
Yeah, unless you're a fan, and then we give it the caveat of, then check it out. Like, unless you're a big Aliens fan,
Sure.
yeah. So,
Cool. Okay, well, with that, we say goodbye. Hopefully,
see you.
yeah, bye.